What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Booking to 988 coming at you live. Let's get into the power of the internet. And yep, this is the Gateway Arch in St. Louis. Jacob, what is this the gateway to?
The west.
This is the gateway to the west. So you may not know this. There's a really cool museum here behind me under the Gateway Arch, but that's not what we're interested in. What we're interested in is going all the way to the tippy top of that. You assure me that I won't die if I do that?
Yeah, probably about 73% sure.
70? Okay, so this might be a snuff film, but I don't even know if I'm gonna fit in that tiny little thing. Let's go find out. Now, in order to get to the top of the arch, you're allowed to either take some stairs, which you know I'm not going to do, or you can ride in this tiny little elevator. And do we both have to get in at the same time, Jacob?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be intimate. Oh boy. Jacob, you're gonna be in my lap. Here we are inside the museum under the arch. This is what it looks like with a nice little map showing that that's exactly where we're at. And the ride is all the way at the end of this long tunnel. Past the museum, let's go see it. Jacob, you're slow.
Sorry.
Let's go, let's go. Did you get held up in security? Look at all this concrete, glass, and steel. And this is the tram to the top. Waiting our turn in line. Jacob, are you excited?
I'm very excited.
How many times have you been up in this?
Twice.
So this will be number 3.
Number 3.
Lucky number 3. Oh God, you're really running some risks, man. Like, I feel like since it's your 3rd time, if something bad's gonna happen, it's gonna happen this time.
Bad thing's supposed to happen on 3.
I don't know. I just don't want to die, Jacob. One of the reasons I wanted to do this ride was, number one, obviously probably couldn't have done this when I was 600 pounds. I don't think I would have been able to do it at 600 pounds, right? But I can do it now. And here's the thing. If you're my current size, which is 365 pounds, if I can do this, you can do it. If I can fit, you can fit. If I can do the walking, you can do the walking. Don't be afraid to get out into the world and do this cool stuff. So we're actually riding in the same tram car?
Yep, we're going to be riding
tram car number 1?
Tram number 1.
Oh no. He said something about stairs, Jacob. How many stairs are we talking about?
I don't know. I hopefully don't have to walk to the top.
Yeah, me and stairs don't get along on a good day, and this is day 2, so... There we are, tram number 1. That's the one we're calling it to. Lord have mercy. Jacob?
Yes.
That's smaller than I anticipated. Look at the size of that door.
You'll be fine.
Oh God. Oh no, Jacob. This is like a space capsule. Oh.
You ever been to space?
Ow!
You can't even really sit straight up.
Jacob, this is a little closer than I thought I was going to be to you today. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Just two dudes in a pod.
2 fat men in a tiny pod. 2 fat men in a tiny pod.
Walking up those stairs.
Oh, I'd be done already. About this height, I would be done with those stairs. Oh, look at all that exposed machinery. Something you may not have expected is that this thing is rocking back and forth.
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
kind of like dangles, like it hangs up from the top.
Because it's kind of like a Wonkavator, if you think about it.
It's exactly like a walk.
Because it's got to go up ways and sideways and diagonal ways and crossways and teleport.
We're just gonna shoot out the top of the arch.
Did you say Shaquille O'Neal?
I heard that, but I'm really doubting it. I cannot like.
Look,
He must have like curled in the fetal position and then like had them like grease up the doors and shove him in.
So pause the video, go look and see if you can find Shaquille O'Neal in this tiny little pod.
It's not straight. You can see the stairs there.
Look at that. Here's the important thing, by the way. Again, I'm a very big person. If I can do this, I know you can do it. Get out into the world and explore cool stuff. Maybe not if you're claustrophobic, though. Or afraid of heights. So we were told the ride is only 4 minutes long. It's been about 3 minutes. We're starting to slow down. And we're definitely moving at an angle. Let me show you. I'm not sure what part of the arch this foot is at, but I feel like we're getting really close to the top. Wow. Man.
Look at the box fan. And the arch cool.
You probably don't want the steel beams to melt. Here's what's really interesting to me. If you've ever played Minecraft, this is basically Minecraft in real life. I mean, everything around you, the phone you're watching this on, the TV you're watching this on, the camera we're filming this with, it's Minecraft. It's all just made with sticks and rocks and dirt. And this is just a bunch of concrete, which is sand and mud and steel and rocks.
Why don't we stop?
Oh God, and we're stopped. Why are we stopped?
That was...
Okay,
there we go.
okay. This is what it looks like at the very tip top of the arch. We're assigned to windows number 1, and that's number 2. Number 1.
Because of COVID, you have to get assigned.
And here we go. Wow!
Oh, it's the river.
Look at that. That is the mighty Mississippi River. And the riverboat that I think we're riding a little bit later today, so stick around for that. Is that the dock we'll be getting on, I wonder?
I don't know. Oh, yeah. I think we're going to be hopping on that dock right there after we get the arch.
Look.
That wonderful little riverboat. Or it could be a different riverboat. I have no idea.
Yeah, warning if you are afraid of heights. Well, that's 660 feet of it. Goodness gracious. So it's interesting. One of the things that made America so easy and so good at commerce was things like the Mississippi River. That's my understanding. That's what I learned in history class. And when you see these boats still using the Mississippi River to this day, there's a tiny little boat, a little tugboat, pushing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 empty barges. Presumably, I don't know, for construction, for trade. But the river's still being used for those same purposes to this day. I just think that's fascinating. You know, history is still being made right here on this river. And I have to say, I never expected the top of the arch to look like this. I really didn't. I mean, right there is the very center of it. And it's shocking. It's shocking that they built this all the way up here for people to come enjoy. Here we have the city of St. Louis. And you know, we've seen some downtown views. It wasn't quite as nice out there. But if you take a look from here, it really does look like Matchbox cars. It really does look like a play set of some sort. Like it's minis. Look at the baseball stadium that was active. I think just yesterday there was a game against the Kansas City Chiefs. The hotel is just right over there. There's the courthouse. And there, right there is where we entered the park. How cool is that? Here's a cool little zoom for you. So you can see the entire skyline. Missouri is way more beautiful than I would have ever thought, and St. Louis is a much bigger city than I ever realized. I really like it here. This place is fun. Jacob, look at that view behind us. So this was a lot cooler than I thought it was. It's like our third time. And we're both alive. I'm pretty surprised, but thank you for bringing me up here.
Thank you for coming.
I can't believe how awesome this was. This really is kind of fantastic when you look at this and see how they built this as a monument that you could come up into and enjoy. I think it's fascinating. So I will warn you, even with tram number 1, which they told us had the least amount of stairs, you're still going to do a few stairs. But it's not so bad. If my old weak knees can do it, I know you can. I'm going to be honest with you. I definitely could not have done this at 600 pounds. I don't think I would have been able to do just this part.
You don't think so?
No, I think that arch alone would have been rough on the legs, rough on the knees. I mean, it was rough even now, but honestly, at this size, not so bad. Boy, we are plummeting. Wow.
Yeah, the guy said that the ride down is actually a full minute faster, and you really do feel it. You're kind of just like free falling.
Yeah, Jacob just said in his video that they told us that it was a minute faster to get down. Yeah, you can definitely tell. There's a certain amount of free fall happening right now. I really hope this thing has good brakes. It was built in the 1960s, so it's a bit of a thrill ride. I'm not gonna lie.
To me, I tell people this is scarier than the Tower of Terror.
Oh, I think that's not true. I've done the Tower of Terror. That was Terrifying, Jacob. Terrifying. Jacob pointed out that they do have lights in here. Obviously, you would not want to be trapped in here in the dark. But it's kind of got like a retro 60s feel to it. Because that was meant to look futuristic, I'm sure, when this was built in 68 or whatever. But what's behind there? Is it just a... Oh, it's LEDs. They've updated. That's like a cool LED strip. It's the future. I did notice one little cool thing. He's wearing like a regular old face mask, and she's wearing like a medical style mask, and he's wearing the same neckerchief I am. So that's me, if I was bald and not fat. One last thing to look at here at the Arch is the Arch gift shop, where you can pick up some pretty interesting stuff. Fitz's Gateway Arch sodas. Well, that's pretty unusual, I won't lie. But no, we don't have time for this. We have a boat to catch. Just to give you some perspective, where we were. All the way up there. Goodness, that's disorienting. Woo! I wasn't afraid while I was up there, but now I'm afraid now. That was crazy. Yeah, me and Stairs have never been friends. Whoa!
Okay.
Whoa!
Okay.
I think he just coughed something up. You might want to pick up his lung. Yeah, as you know, me and Stairs have never been friends, but well, we're making friends today. Here we are. That's the riverboat cruise. I'm not sure what exactly is the riverboat we're going to get on, but let's go find out. Jacob, are you excited?
Boogie, watch out. You're about to get run down.
Oh, I was getting murdered by horses. Now, it looks like we could have ended up on just about any type of boat, including the Becky Thatcher, but the one we're boarding is the classic Tom Sawyer. That's a much nicer boat than I was expecting. This is cool. Here we go. Look at that though. There's a bit of a narrow walkway. Here we go, on the top of the boat. There's that St. Louis Arch we were just up inside of. Wow, a lot of seating, including right on the dock of the bay. No, wait, that's just the song that's playing. That was very loud. So noticing right here, by the way, right across that river, Mississippi divides both Illinois and Missouri. So if you ever want to go see how corn grows, you just gotta cross this little river right here. This is really interesting. She told us we had to wait until the traffic clears up. And the traffic she's referring to is that little tugboat and that little barge right there. Just waiting for him to go by so we can get started. You take a look at that barge and it seems to be covered up. I'm not sure exactly what is on that. Is that some sort of machinery? Is that some sort of goods? Not really sure, but it's super cool. We are finally up and moving. St. Louis Arch is now behind us. Jacob up there filming this awesome boat. Passing under this bridge. Cars on top of it, the boat underneath.
This was the first time
Man,
in
that's
history
cool.
that the bends and the remedy for the bends was really understood.
Wow. That's crazy. I wonder how deep that concrete has to go to touch the bed of this river and hold up that bridge. This is really interesting. The captain's wheel is actually navigating itself. I imagine this boat is now computerized, so there's no need for a actual pilot at the wheel, but really cool. Here in the back, you're going to see paddles, but she explained to us that this boat is not steam powered anymore. These paddles don't actually do anything. They're just cosmetic for the aesthetics. They're actually motorized by an engine under the water instead. But it does look cool, and it does remind you of those olden times when steam power was a thing. You know, St. Louis. Seems like we're basically leaving the city at this point. Jeez. Definitely parts of this river that are showing its modern age. Interesting. She said this power plant, which has been around for over 100 years, was built to power the 1904 World's Fair, and it's still providing power for the city today. That's actually really cool. Interesting. I don't know what this is. I would have guessed that it was an antenna of some sort, or perhaps radar. But if you know what that is, let me know in the comment section. I really don't know what part of a boat that would need to be. Boat is turning around now. As you can see behind me, we're heading back the way that we came. And this is the first time this boat has come a-rocking because we're going against the currents now. And I don't get seasick easy. But we'll see if I do today. Really cool though. That's really cool. All right, this is as close to Illinois as I'm willing to get. We're basically in corn country, Jacob.
Don't ever say anything bad about any state ever.
Why?
You'll pay for it.
Oh, really? I mean, I just don't know much about Illinois. I know Chicago's up there, and Chicago's great. I love Chicago. But what's in southern Illinois? Corn.
Metropolis, Illinois.
Oh.
Superman.
Oh, I want to go there. Okay, never mind. I take it back. Illinois is awesome. Let's go to Illinois. Forget Branson. We're going to Illinois. I'm being very honest though here, and there's definitely a smell to this river. Well, I don't know why they don't call it the Mighty Miss of Shit. Ooh. Back into St. Louis. This is romantic music plays. Wow, look at that. My goodness. Breathtaking. The world sure has weird. Look at this. Look at that. It's literally a tree. Going for a swim today. Or it's the Loch Ness Monster, I don't know.
Top deck. Here comes Travis, everybody.
Here we go. Did you hear that echo all across the river? Is that another boat? I don't know. Either way, that was loud. So here is the side of the arch, giant metal structure. You can feel the heat coming off of it as it's reflected. But someone named Ken, him and his lover, came here and scrawled their name on the side of the largest national monument, tallest national monument, and the second tallest monument in the world. And somebody thought, you know what? I'm important enough to put my name on it. Good job, Ken. Well, I gotta say, today was a pretty eventful day. I have a couple of bucket list items. I rode my first river boat. I finally went up in the St. Louis Arch after passing through the city twice a year. And I got to do it with one of my favorite people.
Oh, well, thank you.
Jacob The Carpetbagger. For those of you, again, who don't watch his channel, it's so much better than mine. He goes to way cooler places and does way cooler stuff than I've ever done. He's one of my inspirations. So honestly, go check it out. Link will be in the description.
My channel's completely devoid of like Mountain Dew and breaking Xboxes.
Wait, maybe we could branch out a little bit. Maybe I will go to some of the cool haunts you've gone to, and you can break an Xbox for me, okay?
All right.
Guys, as always, thanks for watching. I love it very much. Me and Jacob are going down to Branson. We got a lot more cool stuff to do. So do me a favor, check out his channel, see a different view of the exact same things we're doing, and then come back and watch more as we film more throughout the week. As always, thanks for watching. I love it very much, and I'll speak with you again soon. God, look at how tall that is. Life is weird, man.